What's up, fellow K-pop fans? In this episode of JG Reviews K-pop, we're going to be checking out another Red Velvet song. Now, I have not heard this song yet. I have not listened to the whole Perfect Velvet album yet. I just haven't had the chance, and I was kind of debating whether or not to do like an album review or whatever, and I just don't have a lot of time right now, so... But I'm loving Red Velvet, you guys. For those of you who know, I wasn't like super into Dum Dum, but every song that I've checked out after that, I've loved and just been really impressed by their last couple of releases. The other thing I want to say is their album art. Their album art is friggin', not all of them, but Perfect Velvet and the album art for The Red Summer. Fantastic looking album art, man. I mean, really, really awesome looking album art. And I know that's really random, but I was getting some songs off of iTunes time ago and I noticed, I was like, damn, these are really cool looking albums. They're just, I love the fact that they really like were artistic with what they did with the albums. And they kind of remind me of something like you'd see on a record, you know what I mean? Like when people really were like, okay, let's do something special with the album art. The Red Summer thing almost looks like a Led Zeppelin inspired album art. It's just really cool, man. I just think it's awesome. So props to them on that. I just wanted to say, man, and appreciate the artwork on there because it's just killer looking. Anyways, you guys, before we dive into this, here's what I want you to say. What is your favorite song off of Red Velvet's Perfect Velvet? Not the Perfect Red Velvet, but Perfect Velvet, not the repackage. Let me know what that is. Which one's your favorite off of that album? Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. If you have already, thank you so much for being amazing. Let's dive in to Red Velvet's dance practice of Look Right Now. Ooh, I love the sampled vocal. It's killer, man. They sampled one of their vocals and they played it through the keys. I love how funky this is. Reminds you of Michael Jackson, Bruno Mars. It's got that style to it. I love it. Oh, did you guys hear that chord right there on the keys? It sounded sick. Right there. Ooh. That was cool looking. Oh. Oh. I love that synthesizer, man. Ooh, man. Whoa. You guys hear that? They either chopped it up like crazy and pitch shifted it, maybe possibly, or they sampled it and played it through a keyboard. Either way, it sounds awesome. Wow, man. Wendy using her falsetto there. It sounded awesome. Very interesting thing to do in the bridge there. Whoa. I love how there's some attitude to that choreography. It's sexy and it's fun, but it's also got a little bit of attitude here and there with some popping, you know? Oh, sweet. Oh, yes, man. Do it again. Do that. Oh, I wanted that synth to hit again. Oh, that's a killer song, man. That's a really badass song. I loved it. I really liked the choreography too. I always wish in dance practice videos that the camera was a little closer to them, like so I could focus a little more on them and study. if you know what I'm talking about. Man, I just want to say real quick though, the synths in this are badass, dude. Also kind of reminds me of Chromeo a little bit. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about with there, definitely check out Chromeo. Check out Don't Turn the Lights On. That's a pretty awesome song. It's got a cool music video too. But they have a very synth heavy, synth driven style to them, but it's very dancey 80s, maybe late 70s kind of a thing. Little bit of disco, or yeah, I'd say a little bit of disco in there, but it's got funk. And that's what this song kind of reminds me of, man. Between the vocals and those heavy synths, very, very funky. Love it. I wasn't expecting that, honestly. I was not expecting that style of a song. And there's some high-end synth in there where they're using the modulation to give it like a vibrato kind of thing. It shakes, right? So the expression on that synthesizer is really killer. I love it. I've always been a huge fan of synths like that. So right when this started off with that really sawy bass synth, I was like, oh damn, this is gonna be funky. This is gonna be really cool. So yeah, that was great, man. And I'm sorry I didn't talk about the dance enough. The dance was very sexy, awesome attitude in it. But it was also, I feel like it was more fun, and then they added some sexy elements and some attitude elements to it, you know what I mean? With those popping things that they were doing. But yeah, man, great song. Like I said, everything I've been checking out from Red Velvet, I've really just been digging like crazy, man. Except for Dum Dum. The only thing that bothers me about Dum Dum is I feel like the dum 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 dum. I feel like it's too much in the song. I feel like it just needs a little splash. It's like when someone tries to put a little bit of salt and then the top of the salt shaker falls off and you just get all the salt. Does that make sense, that analogy? Did you like my analogy, Maggie? You're a chef. She doesn't have time. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Well, with that, I guess I'll be going. I love you guys. Again, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It really helps us out. There's a little beep for you. Demonetization day. Uh-oh. More bullshit with YouTube going on here. Dreamers, keep on dreaming. I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. And until then, annyeong.